Yeah, I'll just talk generally. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. This stretch right here for us, with a young team, with a depleted bench due to injuries, I'm very proud of how we responded, going 3-2, 5 games in 10 days, and the last 4 teams that we played all had between 5 to 8 days to prepare for us and rest going into those games. So very proud of a young team, very proud of Jessica Winfrey, who closed out her career here at the CFSB Center with a victory last night, making a big play down the stretch to secure the victory, and has just done a nice job leading her team in some adverse circumstances. And we've had 4 people average double figures over these 5 games, and Natanya Jackson stepping up and almost averaging a double-double over the last 5 games. We're starting to see her hard work, having lost over 145 pounds since the end of the season last year, come to fruition here at the end of this season, and just hopefully that can carry over into her postseason and summer, so she can be a major factor for us for the entire year next year. Have seen a lot of growth out of our young guards. The 3 freshmen that are left playing right now have done an outstanding job. We turned it over a bit too much at Martin to have a chance to compete and didn't shoot well enough early in the game. But we stayed focused and fought back and, at least cut into the margin, cut it to 17 at the end there, made some shots. And last night I thought we played really well for the most part. We had a stretch of about 5 minutes against Moorhead where we were physically gassed. And I think that led to some turnovers and some issues. Moorhead was able to come back and take a lead, and they're fighting for a tournament spot and playing it was a desperate team. And to our players' credit, they got composed, gathered themselves, came out and took the game back from Moorhead State in a game they very easily could have folded their tents and gone home with a loss. But I'll open it up to questions. Just proud of the effort and the improvement that we've made here in the last week.
How important is it with a young team to finish on a high note Saturday?
Well, we've been talking. We've been talking about just finishing strong for the last 2 weeks, and that's all our focus is. And we talk about the one possession at a time thing and just winning the day we're in, and that's all we're concerned about. I feel like we've done that. We got to come out and rest our bodies a little bit the next 2 days. Today they'll be completely off. Tomorrow we'll probably just watch film. The 5 games in 10 days has really been brutal on really our entire roster. But then we'll come out and we'll really get to work Thursday and Friday. And we just need to get better those 2 days, and then Saturday go out and play as hard as we played the last 5 games, and just close out the season on a high note. Just playing, leaving it all out there on the court. Our team is really focused on playing for each other and playing for Jessica Winfrey, so that she ends her season on a high note and her career on a high note.
And with Nakia and Taylor and Jansen playing more minutes than expected, is their progression, has it been quicker than you would even hope?
Well, I think so. I mean, they've had to battle through fatigue, and they've learned. You learn from those. The only way to learn in those is to be in certain situations, and they've been in those situations now, and really have been in every situation they can be in. They've had leads where they've had to preserve a lead. They've had tight games where we've had to make plays offensively and defensively to win. We've had games where we've been down and had to come back and fight. So I think I'm just really proud of the way they've grown, and I think the future is bright.
Yeah, I was going to say, with the 5 and 10 days, there's been some good out of it, getting the chance for them to play a whole lot and getting to put a lot of work on the floor.
Right, there's no question. I mean, if I had my choice, we wouldn't have played 5 games in 10 days. We would have had, or the other teams that we were playing would have had to do the same. But, the best teacher is experience, and we've gotten a tremendous amount of experience and have been in a lot of situations now. Those freshmen really have gotten the minutes that most freshmen get in 2 seasons. So, hopefully that'll pay off, and they understand what they have to do postseason and summer, because we really need to make a big jump from their freshman to their sophomore year as far as being prepared to play Division I basketball.
What are they doing better over this 5-game stretch?
Better composed, not as rushed. We've had our moments where we have been. Obviously, UT Martin. UT Martin's a great team and can do that to you. And we fell into the trap. We built the team to play fast and shoot the three quickly, and that's the way UT Martin wants to play. And I think as we were constructed when the conference season started, we could compete with that in that style. But right now we can't, and we kind of fell into that trap early where we really rushed and we took decent shots, but decent shots, if they don't go in against them, turn into baskets, and so that's an issue. But I just I feel like they've done a nice job playing through bad play, negative plays. Earlier and right after Kiana Kirby's injury, negative plays turned into another negative play, and the only time that's really happened, we've had moments of it, where it's happened 3 or 4 possessions, but we've regained it every time it's happened here down the stretch. So, I think that says a lot of great things about them as players and competitors.
Do you even talk about the fact that you could have damaged SEMO's chances possibly making the tournament with a win on Saturday? It was just even a nugget of.
I not really. First of all, by the time we tip off, they may not have a chance, for all I know. But it looks like, you go ahead and get that. You want me to answer it for you? Yeah, I'll take it. And we mentioned it, like, these teams are winning, fighting for a tournament spot, and you're officially eliminated. You've got to match their intensity. You can't go out. It's all about having enough pride in yourself and love for your teammates to play every possession as hard as you can play it. And that's the same approach we'll take into Saturday. It's the same approach we took into the Robert Morris game at the beginning of the year, and we'll take when we're playing for a conference championship here soon. We'll take that approach into every game, and I think if you do that, that's the best way to approach things, because from a mentality standpoint, every coach says you want to play like you practice. Well, if you don't practice every possession like it's a championship possession, then you're not going to have a chance to win championships, and that's what we're trying to build towards right now.
What type of adjustments do you need to make sure you guys can beat SEMO again?
Well, we've got to go back and we've got to take care of the basketball better. They're going to play well at home. I'm sure they're not real happy that they lost to us here, so they got a chance in a short turnaround to get that back. Excuse me. But our biggest thing is we're going to have to rebound with them. We're going to have to guard them from the perimeter. They're going to shoot it well at home. Generally, that's what they do. They shoot it pretty well at home. Patricia Mack, you're talking about a senior that wants to go out with a victory on her home court. And, we're going to have to match that intensity, kind of the same thing that Moorhead had to do last night, and Moorhead State did that. They stepped up and matched our intensity. We were just able to make a couple of plays down the stretch to secure the win. It's going to be the same type of game. It'll be a close game, and we're just going to have to do a good job of protecting the paint and rebounding the basketball. Anything else? All right, thank you. Appreciate it.